embodied! My will embodied! Take your true form, by ordinance divine! Take your true form! Cryo incarnate! My will embodied! Let's spark things. Oh, so sorry. By ordinance divine, my will embodied.
Disappear! Worthless! Here! Useless! Here! Boring! Lament! Here!
No stone unturned. Time to clean up. Break a leg. As a good knight should. Flags fly.
One with my blade. Spirit blade. Attack. A touch of frost. Submit for judgment. From whence you came. One with my blade.
Come a little closer.
It's nothing. Huh. Give up.
Submit.
It's nothing. You wait. Rude. Your life is mine. Give up.
Your turn. Here, out of the way!
Couldn't break the curse.
Delved into... Leave my face! Everybody stand back! Nova, get them!
That was... Another test.
Let me scry.
Fury.
Nova, get them! You're toast!
Try.
Nice and straight!
I got you.
Teamwork is strength! Delved into destiny. That's the frying pan into the fire! Sooner we're done, the better.
That's not being honest. That's just...
You can't run! What a nuisance! Delved into death. Everybody stand back! Get out of here! Decided by destiny. Things are getting interesting. You can't run! Shadows of judgment! Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Around against me?
Rest assured that she...
I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber?
So the rumors are true. No,
The Jade Chamber means a lot to Lady...
Lady Ningguang, is there any way we can be of...
Patience. Since the news made it out a few days ago, I have already had many people contact. Nevertheless, I do have... The building site has been chosen, and most of the materials have been assembled. They are as follows: Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
Excuse my ignorance, Lady Ningguang.
Only sufficiently large pieces of plastrite, or specifically vermilionite, may earn themselves the Sunset moniker. This stone is what allows the Jade Chamber to float. Wondercore Adepti Sigils serve as a means of integrating the mechanical devices. Although these three items are rare, I trust that with your connections and capability, I take the saying, time is money, more seriously. You may ask me anything.
These things won't be easy to get hold of. But if it means a chance to get some inside information on Lady...
Then it's the deal of a lifetime. Information from Lady Ningguang is priceless. Whoever gets to it first...
Haha, what a coincidence. I won't divulge too much, but I heard some murmurings about some plastrite just the other day. So excuse me all, but, I have some business to do.
No. We better move...
Ningguang's rebuilding the Jade Chamber? This is a huge deal! Let's get involved!
So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the...
Really? Then we'll never be short of more...
Of course. But how much information I share with you will depend on your performance. The construction of the Jade Chamber requires a great deal of space. The abandoned mine outside the Golden House has been... I have other business to attend to now. Otherwise, I would... Remember, this is a race against the clock. A rare opportunity...
Ningguang seems super busy. First, we gotta get out of Eugene Terrace. Huh?
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
No, I don't need it.
Don't be like that. Hey, come on! Don't go! Why don't you stand there? Oh, right, yeah.
Did you hear that? They said they had some useful information. Information, just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. They're not here. Let's keep looking.
Well, will you? Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some more?
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you. I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a...
Come on, ma'am. It's not about whether you need the info or not, okay? It's about you taking out your money and handing it over and nobody getting hurt.
I won't...
No more excuses! Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Leo Lee Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinue Kiosk, then Wanmin Restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a hand on any... But here we are. Perhaps...
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not right.
What are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all the better. We'll sue her for everything she...
Oh, you again.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this? You ought to mind your own business. I swear!
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir.
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe. Paiman's name is... well...
Oh, I've heard about you two before. Thank you. I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect Smash...
This is Lila Harbor. There are lots of...
laws. No.
Really?
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
She's so on. Wait, that's right. They said you went around all the restaurants. Then of course you're still hungry.
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usuals.
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. After all, you can't work... Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? It seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus, that would explain everything.
Are you here to buy some herbs? I do hope you brought your prescription.
Chingson, glaze lily, and violet grass, please. Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
Thank you.
She's...
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, after...
So, how can you chow down on... If Paimon had enough, Mora...
Because I'm not sure whether I will remain here in the future. The food of the mortal realm is most delicious, but should I return to the mountains, yearning for the food here shall only... Sampling each dish in order to appreciate its taste is enough.
Return to the mountains.
Enough about me. What are your plans from here?
Oh, right! Paimon almost and...
I see. I heard something about the contest when I was passing by.
Yep! You get to ask Ningguang, and were you interested in the...
I came for the rebuilding of the Jade Chamber, but until this point I had no intention of joining a contest. However, you have shown me your kindness, and I would now like to lend you my assistance. Oh, don't worry.
Wow! But having an Adeptus help out will make things a whole lot easier, so...
Then let's not delay.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the...
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as... We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us.
Veto! That is not a...
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and...
Look, we want to win this competition. Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Course, and Adept...
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Bashu, what are you doing out here?
Lady Ningguang wishes to purchase a large batch of wound dressing. We're running low at the store, so I came out to fetch the ingredients personally.
Huh? How come Lady Ningguang needs so much wound dressing all of a sudden?
I'm not too sure. I did hear she's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you see...
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes? There is some mention of it in the Seven Mountain Treatises. When activated, Sunset Vermilionite rises up all the way into the clouds. It's very rare indeed. As far as the records show, virtually all Sunset Vermilionite in existence has been mined and taken possession of. But the Feiyun Commerce Guild would know far more about this than I do.
Okay, then. Let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Thanks, Baiju.
You're quite welcome. Good luck to you all. And if there's anything further you need from me, just come to the Boo Boo Pharmacy.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Oh? Why do I detect an urgency in your voice?
The guild has had a whole string of strange orders in recently. Your father gave me specific instructions to ask you to stay and help out if I happen to see you.
I see. Have someone sort the orders by type for now. I'll deal with them myself shortly.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you, Master. With you on the job, I can breathe a sigh of relief.
Hey, Xingqiu! Glad you're here. We want to ask you for some information.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait a moment. Shu, I need to entertain some guests. Please continue with your work for the time being, and we'll discuss the matter of the guild's orders in more detail later on.
Understood, Master Xingqiu. Then I will leave you in peace.
I wasn't counting on finding you here today. What's going on? And how, pray tell, may I be of service?
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well.
As well? Do you mean...
The truth is, the Feiyun Commerce Guild is in possession of some Sunset Vermilionite, but only one piece. We are holding it on behalf of someone who has asked us to put it up for auction, and a lot of interested parties have already come to us inquiring about the price. At the end of the day, it all comes down to supply and demand. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one.
But...
Don't panic. I don't
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I...
Yes, precisely. According to records of drifting clouds, Sea Gazer once built an abode to store his rarest and... After Sea Gazer passed, the abode was abandoned. And luckily, I came into possession of a stack of folk history books just recently. They make some oblique references to this lost abode, and after cross-referencing them against each other, I'm now fairly certain that it is situated in the...
That's great! Wouldn't it be a little, disrespectful?
You needn't worry. As far as I understand, Sea Gazer...
Open-minded. I have not heard of Sea Gazer being
Just a rumor I heard out in the mountains. All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a... Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanism.
Okay, we... It should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art. But now that I have removed it, we can inspect the...
Wow, that's amazing! Yep, let's take another look around. Hey, look! Is that a Nephili over there?
I hear you've got a job for me.
What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? Oh, so many clouds.
I believe this is the abode of that. With any luck, the sunset familiar.
Really? Look, it's gone and snapped. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks...
These are not real clouds. They are the... If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that...
All right, then let's do...
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. Mind be purged, world be saved.
Let me scry. Yeah!
Take your true form! Unleash! Shadows of Sin! Obey! Manifest! It appears that we've been taken for intruders. This time, why not allow me to take care of this? Cryo Incarnate! My will embodied! Shadows of fate! Unleash! By ordinance divine! My will embodied! The core of the mechanism is exposed. Now's our chance. It looks like we need to go further down. But before that, let's destroy the guard mechanisms on this level first. On! My will embodied! Shadows of fate! Let me scribe! Judgment! Transfiguration! You can't run! Power that ended Haishan! Not bad. Shadows of fate! Cryo Incarnate! Manifest! Everybody stand back! Decided by destiny! Punishment! Let me scribe! Do your master's bidding! Transfiguration!
We're gonna fall. This time, we're really gonna fall. Ah! So hot. Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. Hey! That series on the move again. Let's catch up with it. Huh. Something was different about this stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
true form! I shall not yield! Transfiguration! Cryo incarnate! Written in the stars! Going in! No escape from me. Lights out. Take your true form. Eyes on me. Let me scribe. My will embodied. I shall not yield. My will embodied. Delved into destiny. Take your true form! My will embodied! Leave my space! Shadows of fate! Transfiguration! Transfiguration! Punishment decided by destiny. By ordinance divine. Unleash. Oh! Feeble. Take your true form. Everybody stand back. Cryo incarnate. Written in the stars. Take your true form. Transfiguration.
vermilionite? Vermilionite? It's so huge! That's true.
Plaustrite doesn't float until it's activated. It may look different. Only after being activated does Plaustrite reveal its true nature. Breaking free from...
Wow, Shenhe. You seem to know everything about this.
Only because my master is fond of chatting about these things. The moment she has some time to spare, she'll come straight for me and start telling story after story. I don't care for her stories most of the time. I certainly didn't expect them to ever come in handy like this.
Just realized something. If we activate it here, there's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too! But if we don't activate it, how else are we...
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite...
Are you sure?
Please don't worry. I'm well aware that a Plaustrite sample this large must be highly my safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything, but if something this heavy, you gotta be extra careful with...
Is it? No. I'll go on ahead with the Plaustrite.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Adepti super strength much? We can't slow down yet. Let's go meet her at the building site.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's gotta be...
Oh, mighty Adeptus, please give me your blessing.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilion.
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be...
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest Plostrite specimen. But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
In truth, it is the finest piece of Plostrite we have received so far. If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of... As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as accommodation. Now, please excuse me, as you...
Shenhe, just now on the way...
Oh.
What kind of reaction is that? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smile.
I've had similar compliments before. They call me an Adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
Yeah, 'cause that's how Adepti are. At least...
But I am not...
Shenhe?
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a...
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use.
No need. I simply need to find...
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild. When you're hungry, you go eat some...
Okay.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of... So, business is booming for me today. Very...
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready. Here are your keys. All right.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. Paimon's gonna go see... Let's buy one for...
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. Mm-hmm.
Hey! Isn't that Cloud Retainer? Let's go and say...
Mind your business here.
The courthouse is sacrosanct.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted. Scry the sky.
Hi there. Checking in our since this was chosen so big.
Great.
One of your rooms. Here, your key.
Shenhe, you should go. Hyman's gonna go. Let's buy one for.
All right. If you need anything, don't hesitate.
Hey, isn't that class? Let's go and.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite...
So far, so good. Yeah.
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
of friendly, but
Her Adeptus name. Why?
Don't.
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who...
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god. Inside was Shenhe, then aged around 6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are high. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding.
That's still so dangerous, though. Why was it...
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this, even... Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day. Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity. Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct at bay. Red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours.
Oh, now Paimon gets it.
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows. Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the... If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she doesn't... Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up...
such a...
Hey! So, Shenhua...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you...
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So on top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to... After all, Master is... very talkative.
Sorry, Shenhua. Paimon had you down as an adeptus this whole time, but...
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much.
Great! Well, now that we're all but before we do that, let's go to the building site and ask. After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able... Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside. Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Look! The Jade Chamber is flipped. But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bywin! And hey, Beto! And hey, person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains. Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chambers. Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks. The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude. Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
Miss Bywin, we've brought some new materials to submit.
One moment, Albie. The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Beto, you're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of Sunset Vermilionite on a voyage.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only one.
Oh, I've got some introductions to do. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhua. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed. To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to
Wow! So it looks...
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help her win.
In that case, I have a proposal to... Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does that change things exactly?
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plastrite was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it. The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon. How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores. From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Su Ling if he's heard of them. You got...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Han...
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first... I'm gonna take off. See you later.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are...
I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to...
Ooh, what's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
The opera is a labor of love by my father. He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus. It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry.
My name is Yunjin. Perhaps you don't know me, but I believe that you forged...
Yunjin? Stage use? Sorry. My brain's finally caught up. It's not used to doing much beyond bat. So, you're here to ask about Wonder Cores, huh? As it happens, I do know how to make them. Matter of fact, I made some for Lady Ningguang back when she was building the types of ore needed to make Wonder Cores are a little hard to come by. Lady Ningguang supplied them...
No, we were gonna ask...
Sure. Well, you'll need 2 kinds. Star Splinter... If I remember correctly, Lady Ningguang sourced her star... It could take some work, but if you stick with it, you'll find some eventually. I'm really not... Of course, it's probably just hearsay. If you want my advice, start by looking for Star Splinter iron around Mount Tianheng. And if you run into any locals, ask them a few questions about Subrosium.
Mount Tianheng.
Interestingly enough, the story of the Divine Damsel of Devastation also takes place on that mountain. I hear the view there is quite spectacular. A favorite destination of the Adepti, in fact. Perhaps it can give me some inspiration. Let's not delay. We should head straight there. I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. Oh, this is quite a trip down memory lane for me. Look at these majestic towering peaks and the gently flowing streams. It's like setting foot in paradise. No wonder the legend of the divine damsel of devastation is said to have taken place here. Adepti wander oft where mortals seldom stride. Indeed, this looks like a place that one might
The divine damsel of devastation is your upcoming opera, right? What's the story about, though?
It's the story of a girl become...
Cool. I hear...
The legend first arose in this area. It is said that there used to be a prosperous village on the mountain. In that village, there was a loving couple who were completely devoted to one another. One day, a terrifying monster appeared. The wife was out collecting herbs and was captured by the monster. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti, and so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before. Opera is always an interpretation of the events it purports to portray. A certain degree of deviation from the truth is always in... When my father wrote the script for this play, I suppose his intention was...
I think it's a great story. The ideal story.
Well, it sure inspired Paimon! Let's go get ourselves...
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny. Over-embellishing that fate only leads to misconception.
Once, there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom of darkness. The first crowned heir began her journey of seeking the pearl. But she was deceived, and the memory of her noble origins faded. She now believed that she was the queen of the kingdom of darkness. But take heart. A second crowned heir had already taken up the path where the first had stumbled. This is the story of your journey, of your tale to be told.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium.
I think I saw a village on our way here. Master Zhang said we should ask the locals for help. Why don't we try there?
Hey, there really is someone here. Yunjin, looks like you were right. Huh.
Hello, sir. We were just passing by and wanted to ask if you happen to know anything about Subrosium.
Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village? Shenhua, Yunjin...
Sorry, you can go ahead without me. I'd like to have a word with this gentleman. If that's okay with you, Uncle Mingjin.
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're a lot. I'm sorry, I don't know how to find... This place is deserted now. No one ever comes here. So you can rummage around all you want.
Thank you, kind sir. We'll go and take a look. Don't worry. Mingjin has no ill intention towards Miss Shen.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
Finding treasure is pretty exhilarating.
Huh. What's this? Shenhe is the divine dam? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, and she is about the right age. So that's why I've been getting the strangest feeling whenever According to this text, the divine damsel from the opera was actually the daughter, and she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father. Oh, the truth is even more lamentable than the opera. Now I understand why Shenhe said the girl was not as brave as people think. It wasn't her choice to enter that ghastly situation. She was forced into it. Oh, it looks like my father may need to make a few revisions to his beloved opera. So it seems that Shenhe's father thought he was summoning a benevolent deity using a magic incantation. But in fact, he summoned an evil god's remains, which took the form of a monster. His obsessive yearning for his deceased wife led to a terrible tragedy. The villagers moved away in fear, without ever learning the truth. And now, this place is deserted. Still, I do wonder what the connection is between Shenhe and Mingjun.
We've looked everywhere, but still no mention of Sabrosium. Let's have a look over there. This is it! So basically, we need to go to the middle. Let's go back and tell
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by. I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I could have stopped him from performing the summoning ritual. I bring flowers back here every year.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, there is nothing he wouldn't have done for his true love. Nothing.
Do you still hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so my master bound my soul with red ropes to curb my aggression. But it also dampened my emotions, making me dispassionate, like the Adepti. So if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look. This tells us how to find Sabrosium. All we gotta do is go to the middle of that lake.
Let's go then.
Miss Shenhe, there's something I'd like to talk to you about. Just now, in the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of...
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth, but now that the main character is standing right here in front of me, I can't...
It's okay. I like your... My master once said that the day I learn how to use my strength for the good of others, so I hope that one day I might be, but I've never thought this way before, and I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be.
Shenhua! Yunjin! Cut! We can't let someone else beat us!
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them. With rain this heavy, not only are the stars clouded, so too is my...
That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in! Paimon's curious if Beto's made any progress.
One need not scry to know today's weather will be good.
Oh, goodness.
So...
This is some top-quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end guess. Now it's my time.
Hey everyone, how's the A-team doing? I ran into a bit of a brick wall on my end. Suling's never seen a Wonder Core before, and says it'd take a lot of research for him to get up to speed.
Leave the Wonder Course to me. Don't worry. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out.
Oh? You got this then?
Yes. I have been training with the Adepti for years. I know a thing or two about making sigils. When we first met, I told you I came for the Jade Chamber, not the contest. In fact, I came specifically to deliver Adepti sigils. Master heard that Ningguang was planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber, so she sent me to deliver some Adepti. Master also said maybe it won't work for me to stay here after all. But either way, I'm very glad to have met you, and I'll take care of those Adepti sigils.
Without knowing the ins and outs of your situation, I can't say whether you should stay or not. But now that our paths have crossed, we'll always have a connection. So if you're ever feeling down...
Thank you. So, Master Zhang, I'll need to use your facilities to make the sigils.
Fine by me. I'm actually curious to see how the Adepti arts work. Maybe I'll learn something.
Whew. The sigils are ready, though they are in some respects inferior to my master's.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Great! Let's go submit them before someone else gets there ahead of us.
Scry the sky.
Satisfaction guaranteed.
Ningguang's little secretary! We found all the materials!
Oh, all three of you found them together. The Wonder Cores and Adepti sigils look good. I hereby announce that the winners of this material procurement contest are the Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the Plustrite yet!
I can't believe it.
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our three winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Huh? Where's Beidou? She was right here!
Captain Beidou has some business to attend to. She will join later. Please come with me for now.
Alright then, guess we'll head on up to the Jade Chamber first. This has been a long time coming. The last time we went up to the Jade Chamber was ages ago.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. Once the tethers are released, it will soar into the sky. Thank you all for your work. Now it is time for me to fulfill my promise.
Yeah!
Miss Yun, I've already heard something about the reason for your involvement. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yun's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you say if I proposed that we stage your first performance right here? The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other art.
You're quite welcome. It's truly what a good...
A traveler, Shenhe, Paimon.
You're next. What is your question? I should clarify. I do not know your brother's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question.
Wow, you're a mind reader.
Managing a successful business is not as simple as you might think. capital, connections, sensitivity to the trends, and if you want to know how to make money, I will honor our agreement.
Wow.
Your question was written all over your face. Now look, so I promise you that should you one day require financial assistance, you may seek employment here.
Great! No more questions from us.
Me?
Yes, this is a group effort.
Thank you. But
Are you sure? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'd urge you not to squander it.
Yeah, just don't waste it. Hold on a second. Paimon can probably think of another one.
Lady Ningguang, do you think I can ever fit in Liyue Harbor?
Now that is an interesting question. Liyue Harbor is very inclusive. As long as you respect the rules here, you will not be turned away. So, the key is whether or not you yourself can... Yes. To become fond, perhaps someone you've met, or something you've experienced here. In short,
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou! It's your turn!
Me? Nah, I ain't got any questions. She forced me to help out, so I figured I may as well get involved with the Ningguang. Don't forget what we talked about. It's not going to be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations. The wound dressings are ready.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay alert.
Beidou? Ningguang? What are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's... When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow... My wish has not changed to this very day. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above, and I hope that you can all let the Ascension ceremony commence! Right on cue, the Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife, final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. Poor time.
Look at you!
Passable left.
Wait too late!
Passable left.
Shiver!
How unbecoming.
Yay, I did it! Oh, the stars! Fading.
You can't run!
Sweet fairy! Don't leave me. Maybe this is just fate's dark design. Destiny cannot be denied.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle. quick to flee.
Let me scry.
Cowering already?
Fate is upon you.
You can bully me!
Try this.
The stars are fading.
You can't run!
Jumpy, jumpy, whoa!
Wide open.
I knew it.
Guess I should have taken your serious.
Lights out.
Gotcha.
Leave my space. Shadows of fate.
Something else catch your eye?
My reckoning has come.
You can't run!
Your drink. La la la.
Punishment! Judgment! You can't run!
At least no more work.
Great Fairy! Don't leave me.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Go, stop!
Let me scry.
So quick to flee.
Judgment!
Passable. Try this. Poor timing. Passable left. Self-discipline.
Shadows of fate, written in the stars.
A clear shot. You've made some progress. Poor time. A fine opportunity.
Can't keep my eyes open.
You're wide open.
Maybe this is just fate's dark design.
Destiny cannot be.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control compartment. The construction of the new Jade... Thank you all.
Yeah!
Miss Yun.
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear...
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. So what would you... The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountain. You're quite well...
A traveler, Shenhe?
You're next. What is your... I should clear...
Wow.
Managing a six... If you want to know how...
Wow.
Your question was... So I promise you...
No more questions from us.
Me?
Yes.
Thank you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just don't...
Lady Ningguang.
Now that is an Liyue Harp. So, the key...
Huh.
Yes. Perhaps someone you've met, or some... In short.
Hey, what's going on? I just went to see the fleet. I'm a little later than expected.
Come on, Beidou!
Me? Ningguang. It's not going to be easy to deal...
Don't worry.
Glad to hear it. Watch your back. Stay...
Beidou? Ningguang...
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform. At that time, my wish has not changed to this. I hope I hope that you let the ascension ceremony commence. Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepta.
No.
Huh?
In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
What are you doing here?
We can't let you be the only one taking this risk!
I hardly see this as a great risk. The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive. I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
We'll help too!
My will embodied! Do your master's bidding! Unleash! Manifest! You will regret this! My will embodied! I shall not yield! In your dreams, take your true form! Take your true form! Let me scry! Take your true form! Transfiguration! By ordinance divine! Feast upon me! Punishment! Take your true form! transfiguration!
She's getting away! Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. After an injury like that, she'll likely seek refuge somewhere else.
How did things go underwater?
It's been dealt with. She was injured before entering the water. It didn't take too much effort to finish the job.
Good. So the crisis has been safe.
Lady Ningguang, the fleet reports that the sea monster has left Guyan Stone Forest and the surrounding waters have returned to normal.
Thank you. Howard?
Thanks to the medical supplies you prepared and Lady Keqing's command, our losses were minimal. Of course, we owe huge thanks to this young lady for her help. On behalf of the entire Millelith, thank you for your service.
Great. Then next time I watch Miss Yun's opera, I'll be able to take the compliments. I wasn't trying to be a hero, though. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate. But don't...
Yes, ma'am.
You've been monitoring us for some time now. I trust you've reached a conclusion.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny. However, final victory was always going to be ours, even had things been a little more If it came to it, I could always destroy another Jade Chamber.
One has observed your adaptation of the Guizhong ballista, and find oneself compelled to admit that you have evidenced some degree of novel thinking. You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. But there will no doubt be further trials to come in the future. Do not suppose that one will not continue observing you here.
While the position of Tianquan remains...
Shenhe, one saw you secretly venture out from the mountains. Hopefully this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh. They are all like this. Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Please, have a good rest. Come to the Jade Chamber when you have recovered your energy. We must celebrate both the completion of the Jade Chamber and the fact that Liyue has weathered another crisis. This banquet must be the most spectacular... All of you here are my distinguished guests. Those who don't drink alcohol, please, help yourself to other beverages. Fine wine is a delight to the sense.
Have you heard? Miss Yun's going to be performing today.
Sure have. Honestly, it's the main reason I'm here. I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I hear she's going to perform The Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father.
Hey, look! Miss...
批冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。彼时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well.
It was beautiful.
It was wonderful. Also, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks to you, the Divine Damsel of Devastation is the play has an ending, but life...
Thank you. I think I've found the opportunity I needed to change.
Ms. Yun, here you are. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you? The Divine Damsel herself. Let me pull up a chair, all right? We'll all have a friendly chat, get better acquainted.
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
To act. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much... Next time I have a new opera...
Now that I think about it, I'm glad. I'm sure I have much to learn.
My reckoning.